What is going on, everybody? It is your boy God Tier Gaming, and today I wanted to talk about the Mario movie. Now I know what you're thinking. This isn't game related, but technically it is because Mario is a game. Let's be real here. It's a game, okay? It's just being turned into a movie, and this is why I'm going to talk about it because personally, I've seen some videos that I don't quite agree with. People are saying that a car just went by. People are saying that this movie doesn't look good, and or that it's mid, or that it's just doesn't seem like it's gonna be a good movie. And to be honest, I'm not gonna say whether or not I think it's gonna be a good movie, but for what I've seen so far from this one trailer, I think out of all the trailers I've seen from Illumination, this is one that by far has had me the most hyped out of any trailer that Illumination has put out. I'd even say it's probably one of my favorite animated trailers I've seen in a very long time, and I'm talking like next to like freaking Spider Verse. That I wouldn't say it's on par with it, but I would say it's pretty close up there. I was very happy watching this trailer, which is crazy because I don't normally get super excited over trailers, and this is coming from someone who literally can't wait for the next Marvel trailer to come out. But I just wanted to say, I think that this movie so far as visuals look, it looks absolutely amazing. Like freaking insane. From all the effects, the glows, the colors, the designs of the characters, the facial expressions, I think look amazing. I haven't seen Illumination try this hard with facial expressions in a long time. I think since like Transylvania. I'm pretty sure they made Hotel Transylvania. I'm pretty sure they made that movie. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they made that movie, and the facial expressions were really good there. But after a while, it started getting mad goofy, and it just didn't make sense after a certain point. But this movie, I think I really like that. The visuals in this movie look really good. The colors, the shine, like I already said, everything just looks great. And on to what I've seen so far, at least for the characters' introductions, I really, by far, my favorite, that has to be Bowser, obviously, because Bowser's literally everyone's favorite character. I wouldn't. Oh, I'm not gonna say everyone's, but I think Bowser in this movie already seems like he's gonna be really a really well thought out character. Like his voice, him being voiced by Jack Black, amazing. He does such good voice acting, and he's crushing it with Bowser so far. He really, I can really like this. He acts like how I believe Bowser normally acts in the games, well, not that I believe, but from what we've seen in the game, since Bowser doesn't really have voice lines, Bowser seems very arrogant all the time. He thinks he's the best and the strongest because technically he is literally the strongest in the game as far as main villains go. Well, he's probably not the strongest main villain, but the strongest main villain that reoccurs constantly. He's definitely up there, and I think the movie seems like they're gonna really capture how powerful and threatening he is. I mean, like Bowser is the type of character to get thrown into lava and then come back out as a skeleton and be completely fine, then get thrown back in and then just comes back to normal out of nowhere miraculously, like the next few stages of the game. And it's a reoccurring thing that like Bowser just cannot die, which is a thing that literally like he doesn't die. So he's clearly a powerful being, even though as the player you get to beat Bowser like God knows how many times, but that's just because Bowser isn't the smartest person in the world, but he definitely is very powerful. Like I just said, he seems threatening in this show. I like the comedy a little bit. I don't know how good the comedy is going to be in the show, but so far it kind of seems all right. It doesn't seem too bad. The whole scene with the penguins kind of caught me off guard. I even smiled a little because of how dumb it was, but they seemed like they were doing pretty well with that part. Like I said, outside of Bowser, Toad, I like his voice too. I'm so glad that they didn't decide to give them like super close to their game voices. Like the game voices are fine because it's the game, but imagine if you were playing Pokemon or watching the Pokemon anime and they made the Pokemon sounds from the game. That gets so annoying, and it's already annoying that they say their own names. But in this movie, that's not so big of a problem. They don't really see that happening too much. Bowser sounds like what I believe Bowser would sound like if he was actually talking. Toad sounds a lot more tolerable, which is good because my God, like I said, it would be so annoying hearing Toad's really high pitched voice with that raspy voice, just making whatever noises. This version of Toad seems a lot more confident than the older version of Toad. I don't know. Maybe this might be the Captain Toad because I know there's different Toads. I know there's like Princess Peach's Toad. I'm pretty sure is like her right hand man. I think that's the Toad that the one that Mario will be traveling with, which I do remember being a lot more of a confident Toad in the games. There is the scared Toad that's just scared of everything, and there's also a different Toad that actually is very brave, and I believe this is the one that they're showing in the movie. Either that, or they just decided to change Toad's personality, and this is a completely different Toad, and it has nothing to do with the game. But I don't know how close to the game they're really trying to get with the story. Mario, his voice is Chris Pratt. Everybody hates that Mario's voice actor is Chris Pratt. I'm going to be honest, I personally do not care what Mario's voice actor is. Well, actually, no, I do. I definitely do. But Chris Pratt doesn't bother me being Mario's voice actor. As long as Chris Pratt doesn't, like, sound like a dead corpse. Because from the introduction already, he kind of doesn't sound like he is into it, but at the same time he didn't really speak at that much, if we're being honest, right? It doesn't sound too bad, but it also doesn't sound that great. But I also didn't want an Italian speaking broken English for an hour and a half, so that's a lot better than anything. Luigi, I forgot if he talks or not in the trailer, but I like his design. I know some people were complaining about the character designs being basically ripped from the game, which isn't true at all. You can definitely see that they redesigned the characters a lot. Not I won't say a lot. They didn't change the clothes or anything, but I don't see what the obsession with everybody always trying to change character designs. Like, why not just stick to the classics? Like Marvel and stuff and DC, I kind of get them changing the designs because let's be honest, superheroes will look mad goofy if they kept their original designs. Some of their costume design choices will only work in cartoons. But when you come to like animated movies, let's say like remember the Lion King, guys? How they tried to make that live action all realistic, or even the Sonic movie where they tried to make that super realistic, it just did not work. And we even saw it with the Sonic movie. The Sonic movie was like 98% more tolerable because they changed it to a more cartoony style, which is nothing wrong with that. If you're going to bring a game or a cartoon series to movie, 9 times out of 10 it will definitely do better if you just keep it cartoony. Even if you put in a live action setting or a hyper realistic setting like they did with the Mario movie, everything looks much more realistic than the regular Mario games, obviously, because it's a whole movie. But that type of stuff where you just make it more like, not make the characters more like how they are in the games or where their original universes form, especially if you're keeping it in the cartoon style, it's a good idea and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why more movie studios don't do that when it comes to animated movies. But I like the designs. All the characters, and I'm saying literally all the characters look great. I don't see any problems with them. I like the penguins. They look cool. The Penguin King, obviously, it doesn't seem like he's going to be in the movie very long. Either that or he is probably going to be a reoccurring character that comes up every once in a blue moon. But so far, the movie looks great. The visual effects look great. The voice acting sounds good. And I'm actually pretty excited for the movie. I know regardless of whatever the next few trailers show, I'm definitely going to watch the movie regardless. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say for it. If you guys have any opinions of your own, I'd love to hear them. Just put them down in the comments, and I'll definitely respond to them since it doesn't seem like more than 5 people put comments down below anyway. And also, if you guys like the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And this is God Tier Gaming signing out. Goodbye.